Good morning, Year 10s. Welcome to today's English lesson. I hope you've had a chance to read through the slides. Today's is a writing exercise, and ultimately I would like you to write a story about a time traveller. We talked about this on Monday, so just go through the slides, and when you get to the end, start writing. Now, when you write, it's always useful to have some vocabulary, some ambitious vocabulary. I'm going to just run you through some spellings. So I'm going to read out the spellings for you now, and then a little bit later on I shall reappear, as if by magic, through the ether with the answers. Now, no cheating, okay? No cheating. So, your first word today is ambitious. Ambitious, as in I like you to use ambitious language in your stories. Word number 2 is cautious. Cautious. What does that mean? I suppose that means being careful at times like this when there are dangerous bugs in the air. So word number 2, cautious. Word number 3 is conscious. Sounds a little bit like cautious, but conscious. Conscious as in the opposite of unconscious, when the villain knocks somebody out on a TV play. Right, word number 4 is ferocious. Ferocious as in the ferocious dog bit the postman. So ferocious. See if you can get that into your creative writing today. A word that goes with cautious is infectious. So you could have an infectious disease perhaps. Or maybe the laughter was infectious. Once one person started, everyone continued laughing. So word number 5, infectious. The 6th word today is malicious. Now, who knows what malicious means? Anyone want to tell me what malicious means? I can't hear too many of you shouting at the screen right now. Malicious. It's a word that means nasty. Not very nice. Often used to describe someone's feelings. So then somebody might have had malicious intent if they broke a window. They might have broken the window to cause damage to somebody's shop deliberately. Possibly because they'd bought something from the shop that didn't work properly. So, malicious. Now, a word that I don't think you'll have come across too often, which is word number 7, is pretentious. Anyone ever heard of the word pretentious? Anyone know what it means? Pretentious. No? Okay, pretentious is when somebody pretends to be far better than they are. The best example I can give you of that is the Princess of Wales, or the late Princess of Wales' butler, Mr. Paul Burrell. What a pretentious little soul he is. You only have to watch him on television to see that. Right, 3 to go. Tenacious. That's another word you've probably not come across before. Tenacious. Now, what does it mean, tenacious? Sometimes sports teams are described as being tenacious if they hang on for a draw despite being battered in defence by the opposition. Or sometimes it'll be they used to describe a policeman investigating a case, that he did it tenaciously. He wouldn't give up. He held on tightly, trying to get an answer, trying to get a result. So that's tenacious. Another nice word to get into your story writing. 2 to go. The penultimate word is suspicious. Suspicious. What does suspicious mean? Anyone shouting out yet? Can't hear you. Suspicious. So if somebody comes round to your house unexpectedly and offers you, they haven't made an appointment, and they offer you something for free, you would be right to be suspicious, because you'd wonder what their ulterior motive might be. So, word number 9, suspicious. And finally, for today's batch of words, I like this one, vexatious. Ooh, vexatious. What I want you to do is look up vexatious, and you'll find the spelling at the same time when you do it, and see what vexatious means. And when I come back a bit later, we'll go through them all again. So here are your 10 words for today. The first word is ambitious. Ambitious. Which is what I want you all to be. The second word is cautious. Cautious, which is something you might be, walking along a narrow lane perhaps, and you can't see the traffic coming in the opposite direction. Word number 3, conscious. So conscious, a state of being awake, or also being aware of something, so that you were conscious of somebody standing behind you because of the unpleasant smell they were giving off. Word number 4 was ferocious, often used to describe dogs that bite postmen. Ferocious. Word number 5, infectious, perhaps infectious laughter, or an infectious disease, or somebody's enthusiasm was infectious. Everyone else wanted to join in. So we're halfway through now. Word number 6, malicious. Malicious, when you do something not very nice, maybe against a person, or break an object because you want to get back at them, you want to do something nasty deliberately. It wasn't an accident, it was an act of malicious intent. Pretentious, I'll refer you again to Mr. Paul Burrell. Pretentious. Hyacinth bouquet, for those of you that watch old daytime television programmes. Suspicious, when you think somebody has a motive for doing something, possibly a good deed. What are they after? Your suspicions are aroused, so the word is suspicious. Tenacious, the man or woman who never gives up, keeps going. Again, it could be the dog that hangs onto your trouser leg if you're a postman, tenaciously. And finally, today's mystery word, vexatious. Look that one up, see what it means. It's a good word. So those are today's 10 spellings. I will come back to you a little later on with the answers. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.